Welcome to the installation video of the Aries ActionTrac powered running boards on a JEEP Wrangler JK Unlimited. To begin, identify the 3 mounting locations underneath the vehicle on the passenger side, as shown here. Identify each bracket, as they are all specific to certain mounting locations. To do this, note that the rear brackets have a tab for the LED light to pass through located here. Also note that the middle brackets are slightly longer than the front brackets. It may help to lay the brackets out as shown to simplify the installation process. Starting with the front mounting points on the passenger side, attach the corresponding bracket to the frame of the vehicle with the included hex bolt, 1/4-inch flat washers, and nylock nuts. Next, apply the included anti-seize lubricant to the 5/16" bolt with flat washer, and install the hardware as well. Do not fully tighten at this time. Repeat this process for the middle and rear passenger side brackets. To ensure that the correct rear bracket has been installed, be sure that the tab is facing in as shown. After the brackets are in place, lay the passenger side running board upside down on a flat surface. Insert 3 of the included T-rails into the slots. Space out the T-rails along the board, positioning them as close to their corresponding bracket location as possible. Lift the board into position. The top of the board has a lip that will rest on the top of the bracket. Slide each T-rail along the board to line up with the bracket, and then lower the running board into place. To secure the board, attach the front bracket with the included 1/4-inch flat washers and nylock nuts. Repeat this process for the remaining brackets. Do not fully tighten the hardware at this time. After the bracket has been attached, adjust the board to the desired location. Then, tighten down all the hardware. Secure the end caps with the included torque screws. Repeat this entire process on the driver's side. To begin the wiring process, trim will need to be removed. To do this, locate the 3 plastic fasteners located here in front on the driver's side. With the trim removal tool, dislodge the head of each fastener and gently pull up, taking care not to damage any of the plastic parts. Remove the 2 plastic fasteners located here behind the driver's seat in the same way. To remove this trim, it may be easier to move the driver's seat all the way to the front for better access. Gently pull down on the trim to dislodge, taking care not to damage any of the locking tabs. Move the driver's seat all the way to the rear to complete this process. To prepare the wiring harness, remove the fuse located on the smaller portion of the harness. It also may be helpful to lay out the harness as shown and identify the 8 quick plugs using the included wiring harness diagram. The wires attached to each quick plug are color-coded. Attach the smaller portion of the wiring harness with the removed fuse to the battery. To do this, uninstall the nuts on the negative and positive battery posts. Then, place the eyelets of each wire onto the corresponding post. Reinstall the nuts to secure the wires. Next, the harness will be routed across the engine compartment from the battery on the left side against the firewall to the access point on the driver's side. Route the wire through the port in the firewall and feed it into the cab of the vehicle. Once this wire is routed into the desired location, zip tie it into place, making sure that it does not interfere with any other wires in the engine bay or steering column. Next, feed the larger portion of the wiring harness underneath the carpet from the passenger side over to the driver's side. Continue to feed the power wire and orange and yellow sensor wire to the front of the vehicle underneath the carpet here as well. Repeat this process on the passenger side with the gray and green sensor wire. Behind the driver's seat, lift the carpet to locate and remove the rubber grommet. Using a utility knife, carefully make a slit for the wires to pass through. Feed the red and black driver rear actuator and brown and tan LED light wires through the floor plug hole. Repeat this process on the passenger side with the red and black passenger rear actuator and the pink and tan LED light wires. Plug the door sensor into the wiring harness and feed up the door frame underneath the carpet. Before mounting the sensor to the vehicle, prepare the selected location and the sensor with the alcohol wipe. Then, mount the sensor with the included double-sided tape. Next, mount the magnet that will trigger the sensor. To ensure that the magnet stays securely in place, it is recommended to use an adhesive or double-sided tape. Place the magnet on the rear driver's side door, lining it up with the mounted sensor. Repeat this process for the two doors on the passenger side. On the driver's side, connect the red and black actuator wire connector to the orange and yellow wire connector from the board. Mount the LED light to the tab on the back bracket. Plug the LED light wire connector into the brown and tan wire connector. Pull any excess wire up through the vehicle's cab through the previously altered rubber plug in the floor. Cover these wires with the included wire loom for extra protection and a finished look. Repeat this process on the passenger side. Next, locate a suitable mounting location for the power switch on the dashboard. We recommend here on the left of the steering wheel. Drill a hole in the dashboard with a 3/4 inch bit, being mindful of what you drill into and what is behind it. Remove the trim on the side of the dashboard before routing the wire up through the previously drilled hole. Connect the switch to the wires, being sure to plug the blue wires onto the silver ends and the red wire onto the bronze end. Pull the wires back through the dash and press the switch to seat it in the drilled mounting hole. Locate a ground screw to attach the black ground wire. Loosen the screw and attach the eyelet before retightening. Near the passenger side rear door, plug in the circuit board. Near the driver's side front door, attach the two wiring harnesses. Now that the wires are routed, reinstall the previously removed trim. Finally, replace the fuse. Congratulations on the installation of your brand new Aries ActionTrac powered running boards on a JEEP Wrangler JK Unlimited. To find more great products for your Jeep, visit ariesautomotive.com.